Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. আজকে আলোচনার বিষয় অল্টারনেটিভ ইংলিশ সেমিস্টার 3 AEC 3। দেখো তোমাদের সিলেবাস রয়েছে পোয়েম তিনটি, গীতাঞ্জলি 18, ডন অ্যাট পুরী আর লাইফ। প্রোজ সেকশনে রয়েছে দ্য বস কেম টু ডিনার, দ্য ম্যান উইথ দ্য স্কার্স। সো টোটাল এই পাঁচটা টপিকের উপর তোমাদের পরীক্ষায় 25 MCQ কোয়েশ্চেন্স থাকবে, 2 মার্কস, অর্থাৎ 2 ইন্টু 25। ঠিক যেমন সেমেস্টার 1 সেমেস্টার 2 তে কম্পালসারি ইংলিশে ছিল, ঠিক একই প্যাটার্ন, তবে এটা অল্টারনেটিভ ইংলিশ, এটা সবার নেই। যারা সিলেক্ট করেছে অল্টারনেটিভ ইংলিশ তাদেরই আছে। যাই হোক, আজকের এমসিকিউ বেছে দিয়েছে উইথ আনসার, সেইগুলো তোমরা দেখে নাও। ক্যালকাটা ইউনিভার্সিটি সেমেস্টার 3 AEC 3 অল্টারনেটিভ ইংলিশ, টপ 100 এমসিকিউ কোয়েশ্চেন্স উইথ আনসার্স। মোট 100টা কোয়েশ্চেন্স বেছে দিয়েছি এই পাঁচটি টপিকের উপর। গীতাঞ্জলি 18 থেকে যে কোয়েশ্চেন গুলো আমার মনে হয়েছে ইম্পর্টেন্ট, বিভিন্ন সোর্স থেকে নিয়ে দেখে মনে হয়েছে যে এইগুলো বেশি আসার মতো। ফার্স্ট দেখো, গীতাঞ্জলি ওয়াজ অরিজিনালি রিটেন ইন, গীতাঞ্জলি আসলে লেখা হয়েছিল কোন ভাষায়? বেঙ্গলি। নেম দ্য ইংলিশ ট্রান্সলেশন অফ গীতাঞ্জলি, ইংলিশে যখন গীতাঞ্জলিকে ট্রান্সলেশন করা হলো তখন তার নাম কি হলো? অফারিং অফারিং অফ সং। Gitanjali reflects Tagore's devotion to the divine spirit. The main theme of Gitanjali 18 is longing for divine presence. Which season is mentioned in the poem Gitanjali 18? The rainy season. The mood of Gitanjali 18 is described as melancholic মানে বিষণ্ণ বা নিরানন্দ। The clouds in the poem symbolizes, এই কবিতায় মেঘ কোন জিনিসকে প্রতীকী হিসাবে দেখিয়েছে? Obstacle to divine connection. The phrase dark lonely day suggests dark lonely day suggests which is spiritual emptiness. The door in the poem symbolizes a pathway to divine union. The restless wind in the poem Gitanjali 18 represents the turmoil of the speaker's soul. The phrase clouds heap upon clouds is an example of personification. In Gitanjali 18, Tagore's message বা বার্তা কি? The soul's longing for divine presence. By the term noontide walk suggests the poet's idea of temporary worldly distractions. The phrase past these long rainy hours indicates brief moments of joy. Next, Dawn at Puri. এখান থেকে যেগুলো ইম্পর্টেন্ট, দ্য সেটিং অফ দ্য পোয়েম ডন অ্যাট পুরি ইজ, ডন অ্যাট পুরি পোয়েমটা কোথায় সেটিং হয়েছে, অর্থাৎ কোন জায়গাকে ভিত্তি করে লেখা হয়েছে? এটা হবে পুরী। দ্য মেইন থিম অফ ডন অ্যাট পুরি ইজ, ডন অ্যাট পুরীর আসল থিম কি? রিলিজিয়াস ডিভোশন অ্যামিডস্ট social suffering. The social issue that the poem Dawn at Puri addresses through widowed women is the isolation and social positions of widows. The image of a skull in holy sands depicts decay and death. The smoky blaze of sullen solitary fire symbolizes the inevitability of death. The image of white-clad widowed women in the poem Dawn at Puri symbolize social and emotional abandonment. The beach mentioned in this poem is Puri Sea Beach. Puri is famous for Jagannath Temple. The poem starts at daybreak or dawn. The poet could hear the noise of crow. The sand of Puri. The sands of Puri is described as holy. The skull in sand indicates hungry and poor country. The poet notices the white-clad Widowed women. The widowed women were worn white sari. The widows had crossed past their lives, centers prime time. Women past the centers of their lives. Here, center means prime time. The speaker's mother's last wish is symbolic of her close attachment to the land's spiritual traditions. The poet's reflection on his mother's desire to be cremated at Puri primarily symbolizes a longing for her spiritual liberation. The solitary fire symbolizes the cycle of life and death. Which contrast is most evident in the poem, life and death? What does the great temple refer to in the poem, Jagannath Temple in Puri? Who is the poet of the poem, Dawn at Puri? Jayanta Mahapatra. এরপর লাইফ পোয়েম থেকে যে কোয়েশ্চেন গুলো, the five petals in the poem life symbolizes elements of life's experience. The primary theme of the poem life is human mortality. The poet's tone in life can best be described as reflective. The image of the lasting bee symbolizes fulfillment through love. The drooping treasures associated with faith symbolizes fragility and precariousness. Image of the blood spattered bird relates to which concept? It have a human suffering. The four petals represented by a limp hand suggest unfulfilled goals. The terrible book in the final uh, petal suggests the terrible book in the final petal spelling mistake. The final petal suggests the inevitability of death. The flower of five petals are as metaphor can be understood or suggests life cycle and stages. Who is the poet of the poem Life? Purushottam Lal. The boss came to dinner. এটা prose বা short story এখান থেকে যেগুলো important. What was Shamnath's intention behind his hosting his boss for dinner? কেন Shamnath বসের জন্য ডিনারের আয়োজন করেছিলেন? Winning his boss's favor. How is Shamnath's mother described in the story The Boss Came to Dinner? Old-fashioned and caring. Why does Shamnath's wife suggest sending his mother to a neighbor's house? To avoid embarrassment in front of guests. How does the boss greet Shamnath's mother? By saying Namaste. How does the mother react to the boss's greeting? She greets him with her left hand. What does the boss request Shamnath's mother to do during the dinner? Sing a folk song. What does Shamnath promise to present to his boss as a gift? A full curry. What does Shamnath's mother do that impresses the guests? She sings an old wedding song. What reaction does Shamnath's mother have after guest departure? She decides to leave for Haridwar. Haridwar মানে হরিদ্বার. Why does Shamnath ultimately ask his mother to make a fulkari? He believes it will impress the boss and his promotion. What is the underlying theme of The Boss Came to Dinner? The conflict between morality and tradition. Why did Shamnath want to avoid sending his mother to the neighbor's house? The neighbor might start visiting them frequently. Why did Shamnath's mother say she would not eat her meal that day? She doesn't eat when flesh is cooked in the house. Why was Shamnath concerned about his mother's falling asleep? Her snoring would be hard. Which language did Shamnath use to discuss with his wife in mother's presence? মায়ের উপস্থিতিতে স্ত্রীর সঙ্গে কোন ভাষায় কথা বলে সোমনাথ? ইংলিশ. Where did Mr. Shamnath's mother sit when he approached her with instructions? In the veranda. What item did Shamnath's mother use during her prayer? Bits. Mr. Shamnath asked his mother to wear white kameez and salwar. Mr. Shamnath asked his mother to leave the veranda and enter the drawing room through the bathroom. Which of the following describes Mr. Shamnath's behavior? Selfish and controlling. Why does Shamnath's mother feel nervous about meeting the boss? She does not know English. At what time does the dinner party reach its peak of success? 10:30. What does the boss comment when he sees Shamnath's mother asleep? Poor dear. What time is it when the guests finally leave? Midnight. Next short story, The Man with the Scars. It was unexpected on the ground, fat and good humored face. It was unexpected on the round, fat, and good humored face. What is the unexpected thing talked about? A scar. A formidable wound. Choose the appropriate synonym for the word formidable. Tremendous. I never saw him in anything but the person is generally seen in khaki shirt and grey suit, a battered sombrero. Sombrero মানে বড় টুপি, মাথার চতুর্দিকে বারান্দার মতো থাকে, বড় টুপি sombrero. এটা হবে both A and B, দুটোই হবে। সি এর অপশনটা হবে উত্তর। The Palace Hotel was located at Guatemala City. With the same smile passed on, what was the reason of the man's passing on? No one took notice of him. A very good dry martini. A dry martini refers to a type of cocktail. A brandy. Who is the speaker? The man. The man with the scar was an exile from Nicaragua. He would never had such a run of bad luck in his life. Here the bad luck refers to days in gaol. Gaol মানে jail. The five of them side by side with the facing them. Hiring party. He was always unpunctual. What can be the synonym for the word unpunctual? Tardy. Tardy মানে দেরি সেরি করা, কোনো কাজে সময় মতো না করা, দেরি সেরি করা, অবহেলা করা। I have no objection to that. What was the man's last wish before execution that got no objection? He wanted to say goodbye to his wife. What did the man do after taking out the knife from his right shirt? He stabbed the lady in the neck. Instead of selling lottery tickets in Guatemala, according to the author's train, what other thing the man could do? become Minister of War. What is court martial? A type of military punishment. Who asked the condemned men about their last wish? San Ignacio. The falling of the four men seemed grotesque, strange, as if they were puppets, all of them. সবগুলোই উত্তর হবে, all of them. He pressed his lips to hers. What happened after that? Option number C. Stabbed the lady in the neck. The rebel knew where he was striking. Why the rebel struck the lady in the neck? Answer হবে, he knew it would be impossible to staunch the blood. Why did you do it? Who asked the question to whom? The general to the man. And enormous eyes. The antonym of enormous would be tiny. Her loveliness was such that. Answerটা হবে both B, both A and B. She was in black with a veil over her hair. Veil refers to piece of fine material to cover the head or face. It was a noble gesture. What made the speaker say like this? The act of killing one's own love for the circumstances. How did the man got the scar on his face? While opening a bottle of ginger ale. Who was to conduct the execution of the man with the scar? San Ignacio. The man with the scar killed his wife because she was faithful. She was unfaithful. First option হচ্ছে she was unfaithful. Hated. Uh, she hated him. ফার্স্ট অপশন হচ্ছে যে সে ছিল আনফেথফুল। আর সেকেন্ডটা হবে যে শি হেটেড হিম, অর্থাৎ সে তার হাজবেন্ডকে ঘৃণা করত। হি হেটেড হিজ ওয়াইফ, লোকটি তার স্ত্রীকে ঘৃণা করত। আর হি লাভ হিজ ওয়াইফ, অপশন হবে ডি, হি লাভ হিজ ওয়াইফ। কেন তার স্ত্রীকে হত্যা করেছিল? উত্তরটা হবে কারণ সে তার স্ত্রীকে ভালোবাসত। হাউ ডিড দ্য ম্যান উইথ দ্য স্কার earn his living? By selling lottery ticket. In which region is the man with the scar set? এটা হবে গুয়েটেমালা। So total 100 questions বেছে দিলাম। টেক্সট গুলো সবচাইতে ভালো করে পড়া, সবচাইতে ভালো উপায় হচ্ছে পরীক্ষায় কমন পাওয়া টেক্সট গুলো, পোয়েম এবং প্রোজ প্রত্যেকটা লাইনের অর্থ বুঝে পড়া। ওগুলো করলে পরে সাজেশন প্রয়োজন হয় না। তারপরেও অনেক সময় পরীক্ষা হলে এমন কিছু কোয়েশ্চেন ঘোরানো ফেরানো থাকে যেগুলো বুঝতে অসুবিধা হয়, সেই জন্য আমি 100টা কোয়েশ্চেন বেছে দিলাম। টেক্সট গুলো পড়ো, এগুলো দেখো, আশা করি পরীক্ষায় ভালোই হবে। আজ এতটুকু। উইশ ইউ বেস্ট অফ লাক ফর দ্য এক্সাম।